Good afternoon, everyone. I'm tired. I am very tired. So, I had my husband wake me up just to ensure that I wasn't asleep when maintenance decided to come in to do their stuff. And they haven't come in yet. I ran into him downstairs when I went to go get my laundry, and he said that he would be up to do some of the work um, after lunch. So, what I might do right now, we're gonna definitely 100% do my artifact route because I don't want to forget it. Hi, Brian. Nice to meet you. Anyway, um, he said after lunch, which could mean a many of things. So we're gonna condense our resin just so we have it. I can use it for something else. We will build Eula this week, or ascend her this week. Sweet. I did that on the wrong team. Well, I got Farina to 7. That's fine. But what I might do is just call the stream early because he was said that he would do like the other stuff, but when we were talking about like he asked about the air conditioner, and I told him what it was doing, and he mentioned that it's because it's an older model, it might be the air conditioner itself, which is why we're hearing it drip all the time. So it might need to be replaced, which will be another endeavor in of itself. That's gonna do nothing for my tiredness, but again, I don't want to be distracted by that noise. In addition, I couldn't get a straight answer. He had said that he had a frame and stuff for the window because the window in is all grody and stuff like that from like ice forming inside of it and melting. So it needs to be replaced. And he said that it would take like a little bit to do that. And the thing is, the window is right next to me in the bedroom. Like I stream next to the window. And he was like, oh, because I was like, well, I'll cancel stream and that way you can deal with the window. And he was like, no, you can still stream. I don't think he understands what I do. So, yeah, I'm going to do my artifact route here and get as much in the Sumeru Archon quest done as I can. Because I made a boo-boo, chat. Now, I made the smart choice of stopping the Archon quest so I can level my characters. One, I should have actually continued the Archon quest before I ascended the world level. So the bosses will be fun. But two, I didn't realize that the summer event would get cock-blocked by it. The final part that's not voice that I was just gonna zip through, I can't do on this account because of the Archon quest. So I need to go and do that. And if we go down here, oh, they're actually back. That's weird. I actually did the mining on Saturday because of that faux pas. So I wanted to make sure I got my materials in. So yeah, we'll get as much of the Archon quest as I can in. And like I said, I'll end stream early and then figure out what's going on. Because originally, like I said, I couldn't get a straight answer. Because he was like, "Oh yeah, I could go in and like replace the glass and then do X thing," and then he was just like, "Let something set for 24 hours and then something else to the window." I'm like, I have no idea any of the ins and outs of this, but this doesn't sound correct. He said it might be the AC unit itself because it's an older model. He's going to take a look at it when he comes in after lunch. And hopefully, like, if it is a 2-day thing for the window, which, you know, would make sense. It's like setting it up, let it rest 24 hours, and then finishing it up. Like, hopefully he can give me a time frame from when he would be in. So I'm not like, I am freaking tired.
The doctor will see you. Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Into the wind.
You literally walked into that.
A bitter pill to swallow. The wind knows me.
The doctor will see you now.
Huh, these ones are back too. Interesting. I literally did that on Saturday. I thought those came back every 3 days. I thought you originally said it was an easy fix. It's replacing the window. Yeah, you're seeing my problem here, hon. I can't get a straight answer. So I'm just going to take the safest bet and not be in his way when he goes to do the window. Because I don't think he understands that I sit here and do something like talk with a microphone. I think when he says, when I say stream, he thinks I'm like watching something. I mean, I could be a reaction Andy too, but personally, I find that no fun. But on a more lighthearted, Genshin-related note, my spit and polish of my main account seems to be doing some good work. Making the characters level 90 and actually leveling some weapons and switching them around actually made it so my characters could 36 star this abyss. That's thanks to Forrest's skill level in playing this game. I was close. I was close on 3-starring chambers 2 and 3 of the 12th floor. But I needed to clean up the first half, and Arlecchino just ain't cutting it. I just could not do it with Arlecchino, unfortunately. I'll hate them, however, put in some work when Forrest was doing it. And those... Huh. I will go back on the account later and grab those. Because, yeah, my main account kind of got into the same trouble this one is. Except, my main account ran out of the leveling up ores for the weapons. But I had fully leveled, what was it? The healing stuff, the one that Mika uses. I leveled that one for Chevris on my main. And I fully leveled the Skyward Blade for Bennett. And I was close to leveling, fully leveling the Witseth. I also did some work on the Wolf's Gravestone over the weekend too, so, you know, 2 5-star weapons really, really ate my resources.
Another test.
Yoo-hoo! You're toast!
Why are you not switching? Switch!
Strike a pose!
Mind the side effect. One with nature. Time to go. Done.
No, I don't think I'll be inviting death to my world. Thank you. Also been doing the fishing, the dreaded fishing on my main. And I saved it to do it on a recording, but I can pick up the cache. I can't refine it all the way, but I can pick it up at least. So shout out to actually having the alt account.
The doctor will see you now.
Oh. Reaction content when? What made you want to get it on the PS5? You can't wear your hats on the PS5. Spending a week in Vermont with Kyle's. Ah, your dog setting. Gotcha. That makes way more sense. I still need to go on and do the raids. I still haven't done it. And part of me just kind of doesn't have the desire to. The story, as silly as it is, like, and I don't mind like a good, fun story like Hildebrand or anything like that. The story just doesn't interest me for the raids. And neither do the fights. I really don't care about the gear, especially because I can't dye it. So there's a part of me that's just like, I don't even want to do it. I suppose I would be better than a dog reaper.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Showing you.
Into the wind.
Where'd you go? There you are. Well, So wait, is that why you're fighting? Is to free all the souls and the competitors don't want you to because they need the souls to fight? I guess. I will say, like, so the Moonfire Fair has either started or starting soon. I know the site's up. Yeah, I'm skipping that shit. All you get from it is a furnishing item and an emote. And whereas it's like, ooh, emotes, it's a stupid fanning one. The emote you get looks dumb. And that's the only thing you get, is really the emote and the furnishing. And the furnishings, like, I don't tend to use from the Moonfire Fair, because they're usually outdoor festive looking stuff. So for my aesthetic in my house, like, it doesn't really work. Yeah, that is lame. I miss it when they used to do like yukatas and swimsuits. I'm all for giving an emote but just give us something a little extra, you know? And if you dare just go, well, the expansion just launched, you need more time to do it, blah, blah, blah. You still need to make the rewards enticing for people to do it. And I didn't even see, I don't even know if the jumping puzzle's back. If it's not, I know a lot of people are probably disappointed. You mean Brian's house? No, I haven't. I have not. I'm still trying to figure out what exactly I want to do that'll make it look good.
Strike a pose.
What are you doing over there?
Mind the side effects.
It's pouring out.
I am broke, Charlie, so don't go too crazy if you when you do. You bought the bike, didn't you? It'll be fine, but alone on out on the house of
Don't worry.
other
As long as
homeowners.
we watch the road ahead and avoid walking under the trees, then the lightning should not pose any problems for us.
He says as I was gonna fly into the lightning strike.
What lovely weather. Which reminds me, we just received a batch of herbs.
Don't worry. Even if Chi-Chi forgot to
I
try
can't
out
remember.
the
I think I
herbs,
did say it on
Beverly's
stream.
Clay will certainly remember
And
to put them out in
most certainly, the prices of the
Yes,
gear has
you're
gone down.
right.
But I was able to gear out with the crafted gear both my Fizz range, DPS, and healers with their respectable weapons, so bow and cane for White Mage and Bard, plus materia for about 11 mil, I think. So that wasn't too bad, all things considered. Working this weekend and doing the Shorio. Yeah, no, you didn't. I ran past my artifact. There we go. Clunk, 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 clunk. Smack. Patooey, patooey. Red, red, go. He goes. Yeah, I can do that too.
One with nature. A bitter pill to swallow.
Burn all the grass. Burn it all. Okay. Also, over the weekend, we're just gonna go up here. I managed to find the rest of the Geoculi. So, woo, max stamina. So there we go. We got max stamina now. And it would help if we go into character. I got everything for Xingqiu.
I am most grateful for your company on my journey. I am proud of my achievements, both in the martial arts and in championing the cause so dear to my heart. I guess there's no need to euphemize any longer. Chivalry. That is the cause that inspires me, and that I seek to champion. Why should I shy away from it? I am sure my father and brother are under no illusion as to what I stand for by now. But of course, I still need to be somewhat discreet in the way I go about my business.
That's where you're going to end that? Alright, so Xingqiu can go to 90. And where is she? There she is. Yeah, we upped Eula's burst to 8. And again, thank you for Forrest for doing my bosses this week. There is a little bit of a problem when I save them for the weekend. I tend to want to do them on Sunday, and then I'm busy on Sunday. Yeah, we made some improvements. We are going to start fishing for the catch once my main gets it. I think the only thing my main needs now is the stuff for the refinement, so the big fat fish. All right, let's. Oh, did I not? Ah, yes.
Would
Whoops.
you care to sit down?
Trust rank. Oh, 3 unofficial. Perfect. We can get the transient. I use this, right? It doesn't tell me. Alright, let's buy our seeds. We don't need chilies. We have plenty of chilies. I know that. Horsetail. Probably won't need a lot of horsetail. I'm just silly and don't read half the time. And because I keep thinking that it's just like a
If
1-to-1
you ever have
ratio
any-
or whatever it is for the bait, and it makes 10. I wish I could just send the bait between like friends or something. Because by the time my main is done, I'm going to have all I need. Ta-ta-ta. Stop doing that. Do I have anything on the forge? I might not. Actually, no, I might, because I did do I did do this over the weekend. And I doubled up on it because I was on the game for a while. Oh. Ooh, 35. More resin, more power. Actually, that's what I wanted to check first before we teleport anywhere. I did use the transient, right? Yes, I did. Okay. Oh, we were so close to upgrading the fountain again. Alright. I want to say it's over there. Sumeru. Let's continue on. As far as we can get, anyway. Like I said, I will end stream early when they come in to do the maintenance, because I have no idea what he's gonna do.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zero's festival. And Dunyarzad, did you save her? It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else. How about by the Traveler's favorite bench?
Wait a minute. Wait. It told me I concluded this. This actually is technically right. Well, now I feel silly. Well, it's gonna tell me to wait like 2 days later, which it might. Baiju. Why you climbing the wall, my friend?
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's such a relief that she's all right. After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, I left the city and saw what the Traveler had described. Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved my suspicion. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible, but it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara. So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. Not a moment too soon.
Very happy end.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying. I need to spend more time observing human emotions. Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently. All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. As your reward, I will answer any and all questions.
There was one more cutscene after the samsara. I forgot there was one more cutscene after the samsara. And you know what? I don't have any questions, because we need to move this along.
Got it. I hope my answers were satisfactory, seekers of knowledge.
That's what Google's for.
To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy. I think I may need to rest for a while. Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the Sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the Sub-Zero's samsara in the immediate future. Go and get some sleep. Leave everything to us. What a relief. This is truly the most exhausting birthday I've ever had.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here? Do either of you know?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened to walk by, so we thought we'd wait for you to wake up.
With that little smile. Freaking Ether.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime. Oh, I'm fine. I better go. Thank you.
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her. Oh, we can't just keep waiting around like this. Let's go find Catherine and pick up some work so we can at least keep ourselves busy.
So that was like 3 things that opened. Didn't say this opened, though. Ah, that might be why I got fooled, because it doesn't finish. This doesn't finish out with that. It finished out with the quest before. I was bamboozled, chat. Crops with 30 recruitments. Oh, there's city reputation. Let's go open that. That way, once Inazuma's done, we can actually do... And this is the summer event. It's not voice, so we skip through it. The storyboard's okay. I wish it was voiced. I don't understand why it wasn't when the whole rest of it was. Woo! I've done absolutely nothing! Yay! The 30s are just stuff, yep. Okay, I gotta put batteries into 30 locks, which be like, good luck, hon. That does not sound fun at all. Alright. Well, we are going to, is this still showing the Archon quest? We're going to continue on with the Archon quests for right now. Like I said, we're going to make it as far as we can before the maintenance guy comes in to start fixing stuff.
Ad Astra Avisask. We meet again, you two.
Hi, Catherine. Do you have any commissions for us today?
Commissions, huh? Let me think. Oh, how about this? Please attend the Academia's Academic Symposium this afternoon and recite a love poem on stage.
Wait, say what now?
And if possible, please also use your camera to capture the reaction of the audience upon finishing the poem.
Huh? What kind of commission is that?
I feel embarrassed just imagining
I
it.
see. It appears that you're not interested in this commission. In that case, please go to Port Armos and convince the Eremites there to spend some time volunteering at the local orphanage.
Hey, that's not any better.
Isn't that just asking for a beating?
I'm sure the mercenaries will have some interesting reactions as well.
Paimon's gotta ask, just who exactly has been submitting these commissions to the Adventurers Guild?
Okie dokie, have a good walk. Give the puppers a pet for me.
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just wanted to see the two of you in action.
You're Nahida, right?
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you'd actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't come by often. Ah, so it's Nahida. Paimon just knew Catherine wouldn't crack those kinds of jokes. When did you get into her head? From when she said, Ad Astra Abisask? So it's been you this whole time? Are you done resting up, Nahida? Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways. And I even had a really, really long dream.
What'd you dream about?
It was another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival, except it was a happy one. In my dream, I was sitting in the middle of a flower terrace, and everyone in Sumeru City was holding hands as they danced in circles around me. They danced round and round, and everyone looked really happy. I also got to sit on a gigantic flower carriage. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, raised me really, really high above the ground, and I was throwing an endless amount of Yalda candies at the children.
You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zero's festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone gets together to celebrate your birthday.
You know, just thinking about her phrasing of when she's throwing the Yalda candies, wouldn't it be better to say to the children and not at them? Because throwing at them implies like you're aiming to like hit them and not for them to actually like catch them.
Huh? Wasn't I describing a really happy dream? Why are you both looking at me like that? Wait, could this be an example of the emotion known as pity?
No, we aren't pitying you. That would only make everything worse. We just don't want you to feel too sad. By the way, have you had a chance to visit Dunyarzad? How's she doing? The Homianis haven't allowed any visitors after the festival, so we haven't been able to check on her.
Yes, I paid her a visit right after I woke up. She was resting at the time. Her condition is stabilized. However, since Elazar is a manifestation of the withering on the human body, we can only cure it by finding a way to take care of Irminsul's own withering. But for the moment, our top focus should still be figuring out what the sages are up to and what they're planning.
Right. Who knows what'll happen if they manage to pull off another scheme like the Samsara of the Sub-Zero's festival?
So our first priority should be investigating and putting a stop to the sages' activities. As for how we should pull that off, let's discuss it somewhere else. There are too many adventurers around here.
Oh, good point. Sorry, adventurers. We're gonna be borrowing Catherine for a little while.
Let's continue our chat here.
Okay, so do you have any ideas on how we can investigate the sages, Nahida?
Actually, I've already done a little bit of work on that. But for now, I want to hear your thoughts.
Let's see. We could grab someone close to the sages and question them.
We're in the dark as of now. Since we still don't know anything about their goals, any rash move could tip them off and lead to terrible consequences. After all, every person in Sumeru City is one of their hostages.
Possess a key figure from the academia?
I've already tried that, but all the key members of the academia, even the core 30 guards, intentionally avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. It seems that from the very beginning, they've been guarding against info leaks from the Akasha. Of course, it could also be because they're wary of me.
Have you already caught the sage's attention?
I'm guessing not yet, but distrusting me would make perfect sense if they've ever paid attention to the urban legends about me. In any case, I probably can't take over their minds directly.
Says a student and infiltrate the sage's quarters?
No way, that's too risky.
Then what are my options, Nahida?
You mean it'd be too easy to get caught?
No, it's not that. We shouldn't involve innocent students in this. A single mistake could completely ruin their lives. Doing that would be ignoring the safety of my people for my own selfish goals. How is that any different from what the sages are doing?
That's a good point. Spoken like the god of Sumeru.
I can't think of anything else.
Are we really out of ideas? Nahida, you're super smart, so you already have something in mind, right? Don't keep us in suspense. Spill the beans already.
According to a popular theory from the Vahumana Darshan of the Academia, rejecting impractical motions at the beginning of a planning session will give more weight to the actual proposal.
Okay, but aren't you the god of wisdom? You don't have to use that kind of gimmick to make us take your ideas seriously.
Well, I've been thinking that if I can't directly possess the leaders, and if I can't get ordinary people involved, then I should find someone who's already involved, but hasn't decided to side with the sages.
You're saying we should recruit a spy? That does sound like it could work. Oh, before coming back, we met someone named Alhaitham. He seems like he acts alone, and he likes doing stuff behind the Academia's back. They probably aren't in cahoots.
Actually, I already have someone in mind. Do you still remember that female scholar named Setaria?
Setaria. Paimon remembers now. Isn't she the one who's always trailing behind the Grand Sage of the Academia? We ran into her basically every time the Sub-Zero's festival repeated itself. You could even say we're old enemies by now. Paimon still remembers the smug and mean way she always spoke to Nilu.
I've always liked observing all kinds of people, and Setaria has always stood out from the crowd. She was born in the desert and was hailed as their greatest genius. Her academic gifts allowed her special admission into the Academia, and also gave her the opportunity to serve as the sage's assistant.
Oh, Paimon didn't know she was from the desert. She must be pretty special then. Paimon feels like most of the desert dwellers around the city are working as mercenaries.
The name Setaria means star. When she lived in the desert, she shone like the brightest star in the night sky. Later on, she was chosen by the sun. The star was given a place in the daytime sky to complement the sun's dazzling light. Soon after, the star witnessed the sun scorching the earth, which brought forth many disasters. The star began to waver. Instead of staying beside such a sun, wouldn't it be better to return and light up part of the night sky? But in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her eyes.
It's no longer just a metaphor.
From the sound of it, Setaria's just hung up on the research opportunities here. But she doesn't really support the Academia. She still feels guilty about not doing more for the desert, right? She's just running away from her problems.
Indeed. When they are presented with complex moral issues, many people will simply plug their ears and go with the flow until the problem can't be fixed anymore. She's suppressing a lot of guilt, but before she realized it, she had already become the sage's accomplice. She can't deny her part in their schemes anymore.
Sounds exactly like the person we need.
Right. We must somehow make her face her problems again. That way, not only can we get useful intel from her, but she can also use it as an opportunity to redeem herself. From my past observations, Setaria will take a day off from the Academia every 10 days to do some shopping in the city. Tomorrow afternoon just happens to be a shopping day for her. That'll be our chance. To prepare, let's go check out some of her favorite spots, and have a quick chat with a few of the vendors there. This should be Setaria's favorite fortune-telling spot.
So should we ask the fortune teller about Setaria?
No, I already have enough information on Setaria. The most important thing now is for you to pay attention to the vendor's talking style and key characteristics.
talking style and key characteristics?
My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over your fates? The divine voice of wisdom often echoes between mine ears. If thou be blessed today by the gods, I may be able to show you the way.
Huh? Really? Nahida, you've been whispering things to her?
Shh. My friend here has some doubts regarding his future. Can we get a fortune reading for him?
Of course, of course. In that case... It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you. Perhaps, at some time in the past, you have somehow offended the gods.
Only mocking the god of Animo, questioning the Lord of Geo's financial savviness, and brawling with the god of Electro. Do those count?
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Let's see. Divine my prospects in love.
Love prospects? No problem at all. The gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed. One who is fated to cross your path will appear on... Huh? So many people will fall for you. How could that be?
It's called a harem.
Marut, did you two spoil my divination? I've never read a fortune so absurd.
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate fortune-telling you've ever done.
I admit that the orientation of today's celestial matrix is, suboptimal. As such, there will be no charge.
Is that so? Well, that can't be helped.
If you were to bring some food offerings for Harut and Marut on your next visit, perhaps they could help you reverse the wheels of fate.
Is this another one of Sataria's favorite stalls?
Yep, it belongs to a king. His father helped Sataria a lot when she first moved to Samari City, so she still comes by whenever she has time. When I start talking with him, listen carefully to the details of our conversation.
Ah, dear customers, would you like to look at some pottery?
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild? Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
Speaking of, where did you learn this trade?
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. He's a mason by trade, but I picked up an interest in clay while apprenticing for him. After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret, and I simply changed trades when my works turned out well. Although it's a pity that I'm no longer making much use of the knowledge provided to me by the Akasha.
That's nice. You're making a living doing something you love.
So is your father still working as a mason?
Oh no, not anymore. A few years back, he fell from a roof and broke his leg. Since he had already saved enough Mora over all these years, he's just enjoying the retired life in Port Ormos nowadays.
I see. We wish him peace and happiness in his retirement. I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods. We'll leave you to it. Take care now.
No problem. Rest easy, all our goods are sure to meet your every need.
I am in dire need of caffeine. I'm gonna have to run across the street and get something, I think. Where am I going?
This should be our final stop. Sitaria is always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia, so she always comes by whenever she's out in the city.
Nahida, you've really thought of everything.
It's my duty to protect Samaria's citizens, after all.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before.
Huh? Sorry, I don't quite remember.
If I recall, you were having a discussion with someone about shipbuilding at the time.
Ah, that's right! I've always been really interested in feats of marine engineering. After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my entire childhood staring at the ships going in and out of the port. I came to Sumeru to study, but failed to make it into the academia due to my lack of talent. But I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different scholars, and I'm continuing to study and perform research from the restaurant's basement. I'm sure I'll get to the academia after their next round of exams.
What an admirable spirit for learning. Amazing.
Sure, but you'll find hardworking people wherever you go.
So this restaurant has a basement as well? Huh. First I've heard of it.
That's right. It's not usually open to patrons. Most of the time, employees use it for breaks or to hold private events.
I see. Yes, that makes sense. Well, good luck with your studies, Miss Chishan.
Thank you so much. As long as I can make it into the academia as an official student, I'll be happy.
He is just having us run all over the place.
So, was that everybody?
Mm-hmm. 3 familiar faces should be enough for Sitaria.
What's the point of all the information we've collected? Nahida, you still haven't told us how you're planning to make Sitaria face her problems.
Sitaria is already used to avoiding her problems, so we must find a way to break through her usual sensibilities. I remember you mentioned that the Eremites in Port Ormuz are all making a fuss about the upcoming resurrection of King Deshret. Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the fate of her homeland may turn out to be Sitaria's soft spot.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! You want to take advantage of the guilt Sitaria feels about her homeland. Although she knows she should return home to help the people of the desert, all she's done is conspire with the sages.
Let's see. If King Dresser were to criticize Sitaria's actions...
So, how do we set that up?
Well, King Deshret is long gone, and Sitaria is also too smart to fall for any simple tricks. If we simply engaged her under the guise of King Deshret's believers, she would definitely be wary of us, and we may not get anywhere. But if we were to borrow some of her close acquaintances to talk with her, her reaction would probably be very different.
So, you mean you're going to possess those people we just talked to?
Yep. Possess them through the Akasha. Imply they've already converted to the faith of King Deshret, and then convey our made-up will of King Deshret. As long as everything goes smoothly, we'll get through to Sitaria for sure. She'll never guess that we had anything to do with it.
So that's how you're going to use all the info we collected on these people. It's so that you won't slip up and break form. Possessing them will only work if you can manage to pass off as them.
Exactly. So, best of luck with impersonating them.
Huh? Best of luck? But we don't know how to possess anyone.
That's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you once I've possessed them. As long as you're also wearing an Akasha terminal, the effect will basically be as if you've possessed them yourself.
Huh. That is pretty convenient. But why does he have to do this? Can't you do it yourself?
Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been good at imitating them.
You're not
You're
wrong.
still going?
It's always been painfully obvious whenever you try to pass as Catherine.
Let's see. I'll do my best.
If it was at all possible, I would have preferred to leave these people alone. But seeing how things are now, I probably should just accept it and push on.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up over it. We're only doing this to help everyone, and we'll only be borrowing them for a little while anyway.
Alright, then let's give it a go tomorrow afternoon.
All right, everyone, that's going to be doing it for me today. We have the maintenance going on right now, and I'm going to go get that caffeine that I sorely need. I will keep you up to date when I go live tomorrow or the next day. So until then, take care.